Hi guys. So here it is. My take. Oh, what's? Buckle up. All right. My take on AI and AI in music. Um, it scares me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it'll probably scare other musicians too, and I get that. I mean, and not because it's bad, but because it's getting really good. I mean, it's the truth. And the following 8 to 10 minutes, I would like to talk about that subject. And not as an expert really, not as someone who has all the answers. Just as a guy in an attic trying to write music. I'll be going back and forth like this many times because I'm pretty nervous. So yeah, AI scares me. I find it terrifying. I mean, why shouldn't it be? For me, I'm a human composer, starting human composer. I'm trying to build a human artist channel from scratch, putting a lot of time and effort into making it a success. And I'm trying to share something valuable and human with the world. And at the same time, there's this technology appearing out of everywhere, which basically generates music in seconds, which can generate hundreds of tracks, hundreds of songs in minutes. So, um, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, for me, yeah, let's be honest, it's terrifying. But here's the thing. For many people who might have been expecting a rant on AI today, that's not gonna be it. I am not against AI. I am not against technology. Technology is here. AI is here. And it's not going anywhere. And we should be honest about that. And when it comes to AI music itself, I mean, some AI music is good. And some is really impressive. And also, I think we should be honest about that. And a lot of people, there's this phrase online that people say, and they might have a point. AI music has no soul, right? AI music cannot replicate or write human emotions into a song. And I can see where they're coming from. But if we're being realistic, it's already becoming harder and harder for the average listener to hear the difference. It's the truth. If you compare what AI music sounded like a year ago and what it sounds like now, I mean, it's a big difference. So yeah, it's just yeah, we should. Okay, so that's yeah, right. Um, so again, on AI music, I think a few things should happen. If a track is fully generated by AI, it should be labeled as such, right? Not because it's bad, not because people shouldn't listen to it, but because honesty matters and transparency matters. That's what I find really important. Um, you know, but immediately a thought just right now came into my mind that saying, where do we draw the line? What if an artist writes half a song, then asks AI to help him finish it because he has a writer's block or a composer's block? Is it even a thing? I mean, um, I do think it exists. It hasn't happened to me yet, but who knows? Um, but where do we draw the line? And I think there are a lot of gray areas, and I think the conversation gets really complicated very quickly. But for me, this video isn't really about definitions, not about what's bad or good or it's about it actually is about something deeper. Because AI is not the first thing that almost stopped me from making music. Not even close. For the past 20 years, I've been stopping myself, and I made excuse after excuse after excuse, saying to myself, I'm not good enough, I'm not skilled enough, I'm a drummer. You know, you're a drummer, you're not a pianist. Um, it's just for this video. Your English isn't good enough. You're you're not good on camera. You have a weird lisp. I do have a weird lisp. I mean, yeah, I do. You know, people will laugh at you. People will judge. They won't care. You know, that voice has been with me for a very long time. And if I'm completely honest, that voice stopped me much more than AI ever could. Yeah. You know, at some point, something changed. Maybe it happened slowly. Maybe I just got tired of, you know, listening to fear all the time. But I finally realized something, and that is that fear is a, you know, terrible guide for how you should live your life. Um, it's it's not a good decision maker. It's not a good advisor at all. And I already had given it, you know, 20 years, 20 years, making excuse after excuse after excuse for not pursuing my dreams, and you know, just being ruled by fear for 20 years, and it was really preventing me from making constructive changes to my life. And so, one point, something changed, and I started this channel, and I started sharing my music. I finally took the courage to share my music, even though I wasn't ready, even though I was insecure. I mean, you see me going back and forth all the time. That's just, you know, I'm a bit nervous, and somehow now more than 600 people are here, are listening to my music, supporting, encouraging me, commenting on all my videos, commenting on my shorts. You know, I just wanted to say I'm replying everything in person. I don't let AI answer my, you know, my replies to the comments. It's just me you're talking to. Just wanted to point that out. And you know, more than 600 people listening to my music is the biggest compliment that I've ever had. So thank you again for for everything. So yeah, maybe. Um, you know, and we all have, well, you know, I had a friend, you know, we all have this friend that said 600 people is nothing. You know, remember, everybody has a friend like that. 600 people is nothing. 600 people is small. That's nothing compared to, you know, 100k, 200k channels. But to me, it matters the world, and it's, you know, it's a big compliment for my work, and just everybody being here, and you know, it's for me as a composer, it's the biggest compliment that I've ever had, and as a musician. So back to AI. It exists, and yes, it scares me. That's just, you know. And sometimes I sit behind my, you know, I sit behind my keyboard and I think, why am I spending days writing one piece of music? Because it takes me, for me, it takes 3 or 4 days, and I'm finishing it, you know, finishing it properly so it sounds great for YouTube. 7 days. Why would I spend all that time? Why there are other channels who can just generate hundreds of songs in days, have the most stunning visuals? You know, of course, I'm competing with channels who have, yeah, it's discouraging. But here's what I know. I refuse to let fear decide how I live my life anymore. Not insecurity, not jealousy, not regret, and not AI either. Definitely not AI either. I've been afraid long enough, and I'm not gonna be afraid anymore, not even of AI. So will AI change music? Yes, probably. It already has. Sorry. Will it make things harder for some musicians? Maybe, probably. Um, it again, it might have already have done that to other musicians, but I am still going to write music, and I am still going to use human recorded instruments. I'm still going to build pieces slowly, note by note. I'm still going to choose visuals made by human hands. That's why I specifically choose human painters for my visuals, because I love that too. I mean, not because I hate technology, but because I love humanity, right? So here's where I stand. AI is here. It's powerful. It's impressive, and yes, it is scary, but it will not stop me from making music. Not anymore. And if you're someone out there who is afraid to pursue something you love because of technology, because of competition, insecurity, doubt, fear, or AI, then this is what I want to say to you. Do not let fear decide how you live your life. It's a terrible guide. Trust me. I've listened to it for years and it cost me way too much time. So I'm going to keep writing music, and if you want to be a part of that journey, you're very welcome here. Thank you for listening.